mostly you should spend it on your own. Should You shouldn't hate that. I think a lot of people have a wrong view on holidays like these, right? Because they're mostly meant for relationships, stuff like that, right? But I don't think it should be viewed that way. You should enjoy yourself, you know. Like I went to the park with my niece and nephew, today. That was good. Might do some dancing later, play some music, probably some salsa. um, but yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're alone, if you don't have nothing to do in Valentine's Day, make sure you do something, you know, because sometimes you get depressed, because maybe you guys don't have a family or something like that, right? Or there's no activity being done. Um, you don't have, a man or a woman, whatever, and so you sleep all day, um, listen to some music maybe that doesn't really motivate you in your day, and then you get depressed, right? So um, that's not, you know, um, I've had days like that. Um, don't get me wrong, and just breathing the nice air outside, it's really good, for your soul, for your mind, um, even if it's for a while, even for people who have social anxiety. I know it can be hard because social anxiety is I have some social anxiety, but I try to overcome myself. I try to like today. I just went to the park. I didn't think about it. Um, just felt the air. Felt It felt comfortable. If like it felt comfortable in the uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, just have fun. Don't let these holidays mess your mind. Like it's all part of the matrix. Like all of this stuff is all part of the matrix. Like oh, you need to have a man in order to have like some happy time, or like you have to have like this is all just matrix stuff. That's how I see it. So don't get too caught up in that. Don't get too caught up in those ways of thinking. If you don't have anyone, if you don't have no family, you have activity, no girlfriend, nothing like that, no man or woman, whatever. Um, Love yourself. This Valentine's Day, love yourself. Um, do anything you can to love yourself, right? Don't you know don't think about it too much. Don't be like, oh, like like I need to have some girl or guy in order to have some fun, or to or simply to just be, um, don't 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 do that to yourself. The world's big. It's a big world out there. Um, there's like you might get people who make fun of you, probably because maybe not. Who knows? Maybe not. Right? This is just the mind. This is the mind thinking. The mind says that, right? See, the mind says, well, if I don't have a partner, that must mean that people are gonna make fun of me or something like that, or like because Valentine's Day, right? or I don't deserve to be happy this day, so I have to stay in, right? Don't do anything, right? Just I mean, you can stay in, but it doesn't mean you have to be depressed, because a lot of you guys are going to be depressed in Valentine's Day. You know, I know that for a fact. You know, um, so I encourage you to, any of you who are depressed, I would encourage you guys to exercise maybe. It doesn't have to be intense exercise. You know, it simply just be exercises that you like to do. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's, you know, dancing. Um, Anything that moves your body that you find relaxing or that you like. Um, could be anything. Play music. You know. If you are staying at home, do something fun. Treat yourself nice. Treat yourself with kindness. Because your body needs it and you deserve it. You know, your mind deserves it. Your body deserves it. The world criticizes you. The world has already a lot of problems, and the least you can do for yourself is to hate yourself this Valentine's Day. Because there's already a lot of hate out there. There's already a lot of evil out there in the world. Um, so you don't need more evil with yourself, right? Especially with yourself. You have to have control over that at least, right? Yourself, you have to have control over that at least, right? That's very important. No matter what anyone says, right? And so that's my take on that. Um, and yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels nice being free, you know, from your head, you know, from your own mind. It feels relaxing being free from your mind, from your head, you know. We get caught up in our heads, you know, because the world has brainwashed us, right? So it's best to just fly like an eagle. Fly like an eagle. You know, you may not fly perfectly. You may not fly um, expertly, but at least you're flying. So even these videos, I don't make them correctly sometimes. You know, I don't even edit them sometimes. I'm starting actually not to edit them, so that I am more authentic um, in my content. See, all this editing, you know, you need to edit in order to create content. It's all about ego, you know, ego, me, you know, all this stuff, you know. And it's never about connection, actual connection, human connection, you know. So I want to be more about human connection, you know, more about truth, more about my stories, you know, and journeys and stuff like that, etc. My failures too, you know, because we're human, you know. My ideas that may or may not be true, right? It's just how I see it. But there's a lot of things out there, you know, out in nature. Um, Walking in trails, you know. I walked in a nice trail last month. It's really nice. Um, you can even do that, you know. There's a lot of activities you can do. Um, Tons of activities. Tons. So keep your head up. Keep your head up. Because I'm keeping my head up, you know. So um, that's the update for now. Um, that's the update for now. So I hope you guys are doing well this day. And if you're just tuning in, let me know. Let me know what you think about my content. Should I do something else about it? Change it a bit? I'm open to self-criticism, you know. Um, Have yourself a blessed day. Stay safe, and God bless you.